Welcome everyone in the second session. Today I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence. So what do you mean by this emotional intelligence? As you can see, this is the definition. Emotional intelligence, also called EI. We know about AI, artificial intelligence. This is emotional intelligence, EI, describes an ability or capacity. Ability or capacity or skill. Three things: ability, capacity, or skill to perceive, assess, and manage the emotions. Managing the emotion, that's a very dangerous. If you cannot manage the emotion, you will commit suicide. Somebody insulted you, you'll go to the rail line and then kill yourself or take some poisons. Emotions of oneself, of others, and of groups. The term emotional intelligence was coined by Salovey and Meyer in 1990, but was popularized by Daniel Goleman through his book Emotional Intelligence: Why It Can Matter More Than IQ. You understand? So he was the person. He just described. Okay, come here. Read this. EI meaning according to Salovey. Yeah.
According to
Yeah.
according to Survey and Mayor, emotional intelligence is a form of social intelligence.
Yes. Do not do anything against the society. Otherwise, or against the religion. Be very careful. Don't say anything or do anything against the society or religion. Then that involves
the ability to monitor one's own and others' feelings and emotions.
yeah, your own feeling and others' feeling. You should not hurt. Be careful. React or say something according to the emotion of the other person you are interacting. Then
To discriminate among them and to use this information to guide one's thinking and action.
right. Your success depends on controlling your emotion. Then comes Goldman define
Define emotional intelligence as the capacity for recognizing our own feelings and those of others, for motivating ourselves, and for managing emotion well in ourselves and in our relationships.
yes. Sit down, please. Most often, think about the relationship between husband and wife. Think about relationship between friends or relatives or somebody who are going to get married. Because of one slight here and there with the emotion, creates all the problems. You have to compromise, sacrifice, and manage and monitor properly. That's very important. Then comes the next five very important domains. I'd like to request you to stand here. Emotional intelligence, the five important domains. Goldman identified the five domains of EI as
Self-awareness, self-regulation,
regulation means discipline. You have to regulate yourself with the disciplined form. Then,
self-motivation.
yes, you have to motivate yourself because you are your best friend. Then, empathy means, right, it's kind of sympathy, right? Uh, love for everything. Then,
Social skills.
social skills. How do you interact with people? Suppose there is a high class person, you'll have to talk in that way. There is a lower class person, you'll have to talk in the way, but both will be respected. Your language will change only. Is it clear? Thank you. Is it clear? You will have to write down. Take a look at this. Emotional intelligence in your brain. We have left hemisphere and right hemisphere, two sides of our brain. They have different functions. It creates a kind of hormone, dopamine and adrenaline, two types of hormones, the right side and left side. And also we have two types of memory, short term and long term memory. If you have bad experience, save it in the short term memory. If you have good experience, save it in the long term memory. It is possible. How? If you just become a positive person. You know the story probably. Two friends uh, went to a forest. Friend 1 and friend 2 went to the forest. Very good friends. They are best friends. Okay. And one friend is intelligent and the other friend is a little bit less intelligent. So they were arguing about which way to take. There is a diversion. There are two ways. The intelligent friend found that this way is the correct way, but the other friend thought that this is the best way because it looks good. All right. So there was argument, and the intelligent friend slapped him, and he got surprised. Right, and he went to that wrong direction. Out of anger, no emotional control. He went to the direction he has chosen. And the other friend who was intelligent, he was going by that way. After 2 minutes exactly, he was shouting, "Help, help, help." Then the other friend who was intelligent, he came running fast and then discovered that he was getting down in a quicksand. Do you know quicksand? What's the Bangla? Torabali is the word. He was getting down in quicksand. Then the other friend who was intelligent, he has torn down some sort of what should I say, forest type of things, branch of a tree, right? He has broken down of a branch of a tree and gave it to him, and then he was holding on it, and then gradually he dragged him up. And then the friend who was a little bit less intelligent, he was writing down in the stone that my friend saved my life today. And the first incident, by that side, he was writing down. They went to the beach, both of them. Then the other sentence, my friend slapped me. Two sentences. Then the intelligent friend asked, you are writing two sentences. My friend slapped me, it is also true. My friend saved my life is also true. But look at the difference. You haven't written both the sentences in the same place. You have written one sentence in the sand, the other sentence in the stone. All right. Then he explained, said that we should forget the bad memories. And when the wave of the ocean will come, this sentence will be erased very easily. But even if the ocean comes, the other sentence which is written in the stone, it will never be erased. It will be permanent. Good memories should be kept in the permanent mind. Do you understand the emotional intelligence now? This is one of the examples. You should be, and the other friend who slapped his friend, this is also not right. You understand? He could try to convince him. He doesn't have the emotional intelligence too. So self-regulation, motivation, self-awareness, social skills, and empathy. All these things, 5 factors together, make you very strong emotionally. Self-awareness. I'd like to request you to come, please. Self-awareness. Can you please read?
Knowing what we are feeling in the moment and using those preferences to guide our decision making, having a realistic
Assessment.
assessment of our own ability and well-grounded sense of self-confidence.
Yeah.
Emotional awareness
Recognizing one's emotions and their effects.
accurate self-assessment, knowing one's
Strength and limits.
strength and limit,
Then
and self-confidence, sureness about oneself, worth and capabilities.
clear? Think. When you talk to a person, you observe his dress, his speaking style, personality, then you talk in that way. Am I right? This is all about emotional awareness, accurate self-assessment, and self-confidence. Thank you. You please come. Next one. Self-motivation. Hurry up. I'm just explaining it in the deep line. Then.
Self-motivation, using our
Deepest preferences.
preferences to make and guide us toward our goals to help us take initiative
Strike.
and strike to
Improve.
improve and to preserve in the face of setbacks and
Frustrations.
frustration.
So we have some failures in our life. We can set back. It means we can overcome these failures through self motivation. It has got achievement drive, commitment, initiative, and optimism. ACIO. Please read.
Achievement drive, striving to improve or meet
Please, can you come?
standard of
Yeah.
excellence.
Then
Commitment,
commitment,
aligning
with the goals,
with the goals of the group or organization.
initiative
Initiative, re- readiness
to
to
act,
act, and
opportunity,
opportunities,
optimism,
optimism, perse- persistence to
persistence in pursuing goals despite obstacles and setbacks. Thank you. So before I begin, take a look. Thank you very much. You can go. Achievement drive. It means কোনো কিছু লাভ করার ইচ্ছা। কমিটমেন্ট, প্রজ্ঞা। ইনিশিয়েটিভ, উদ্যোগ। অপটিমিজম, আশাবাদী হওয়া। These four things are self-motivation. Aligning means going parallel with something. All right, next one, please come. Empathy,
Saying what people are feeling, being able to take their
perceptive,
perspective and
perspective and perspective, দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি,
and cultivating rapport and
attunement,
with
broad of diversity of people,
and service
orientation, developing others, leveraging diversity and political awareness. So, can you please read? Anticipating, recognizing
and meeting
customers' need. Customer, everybody is a customer. Suppose your father has got some expectation from you. Your mother has got some expectation. Everybody in our life is a customer to us. Then developing others. Yeah.
sensing with others needs in order to develop and
Bolstering
bolster their
abilities.
and
Cultivating opportunities.
through
Diverse people.
people. Leading a group emotional
Currents.
and power relationships.
Thank you. When I faced an interview, these are a lot of words. Empathy means understanding what do you expect from me. You understand? So, when I was facing interview, there were 6 or 7 members in the interview board. Everyone is different. I looked at his face and answered according to his. Let me explain one thing. Young interviewer, old interviewer. Young interviewer said, "Who is your favorite poet?" I said, "John Keats." And I explained it and convinced him. The other person said, "Which writer you like most?" I looked at his face and said, "William Shakespeare." You understand? According to the situation, I answered and I made them happy. I understood by looking their eyes. That's very important. Empathy means understanding others' feeling. Sympathetic means you are kind to other person. That's the difference. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can you please come? Social skill.
Handling emotions in relationship with and accurately reading social situations and networks, interacting smoothly using these skills to pursue and lead, negotiate and settle
Negotiate. Proper negotiation is very important and settle disputes.
for cooperation and teamwork.
Next one, please. Then
Communication, sending clear and convincing message, change
catalyst. What do you mean by catalyst? প্রভাবক. Do you understand প্রভাবক? Right. Change, initiating or managing change. Suppose 2 friends are fighting. Go there, mitigate the problem, convince both, make them happy, and solve the problem. You are a catalyst. Then,
conflict management,
yeah,
negotiating
and resolving
and resolving
disagreements, building
building
bonds,
bonds,
nurturing
nurturing
instrumental
instrumental
relationship.
relationship, collaboration and cooperation, working with others towards shared goals, team capabilities, creating both
Synergy.
synergy in pursuing
Do you
collective
understand
goals.
synergy? Synchronization and energy. Then, in
In
pursuing,
pursuing collective goals.
thank you. So, you need to develop your social skills. I'm just giving you the theory. Thank you. Next one, please. You read properly. I believe that this will give you the complete idea. The term emotional quotient.
Emotional quotient. The term emotional quotient was coined by Barron in 1988 as a counterpart to intelligence quotient (IQ). EQ is measure of one's emotional intelligence or one's ability to use both the emotions and cognitive skills.
Yes, cognitive means understanding.
According to Dazier, EQ is the ability to perceive and express emotion, assimilate emotion in thought, understand and reason with emotion, and regulate emotion in the self and others.
Right. So, emotion, controlling emotion is so important. Think, when there is a Fajr prayer, there are two options. You can pray or you can sleep. Most of the people sleep. Why? Yeah, only he is exception probably. All right. Most probably they are emotional with the body. You understand? They cannot control their emotion. That's really like a matter. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, knowing your emotion, managing your own emotions, motivating yourself, recognizing and understand other people's emotion, and managing relationships. These are the 5 things which will help you to control your emotion in real life. Suppose sometimes you write too much, you become emotional and keep on writing, but the word limit is 200, so you lose marks. Sometimes you know it already, but you don't feel like writing. You have answered 50%, your friends are going away from the exam hall. Okay, I'll not write. This is also your inability to understand your emotion. Why are you blown away by the emotion of your friends? You have already paid a huge amount of money and you are in the exam hall. Probably this is not your money, your parents' money. You'll have to respect your parents too. That is your emotion. So we need to control our emotion properly. So this is the total guideline. We need to understand assess the school's needs, assessing the individual's need, delivering assessments with care, maximizing the choice, learning choice, and encouraging participation, linking goals and personal values, adjusting individual expectations, and assessing readiness and motivation of EQ development. So think about this: driving a bike in the highway, highways needs total control of mind. A person who does not have any accident in the highways and he has been driving his bike over 35 years, no accident. Why? Yes, there is a person, old person, he is a government service holder. That's why he's driving. And 35 years, no accident. Speed limit is like 50. Yeah. And he never allows his bike anybody. So what does it mean? Emotional intelligence. Somebody is competing with him in the highways. He's going, you go ahead. You go fast. You become the first. You are Formula One car driver probably. Go away, no problem. Competing is not necessary in the highways. Safe returning home is important. That's the first thing. Then terrible things will happen means, what do you mean by terrible things? Yeah, unexpected situation. You have a bright future ahead. Very brilliant student, golden A plus HSC, and in IELTS 8, already got scholarship, and you are having a party outside and driving the bike carelessly and enjoying with your friends, suddenly have fallen down and went under the truck. So totally, what thing happened? Everything is just gone in a minute. Why? You cannot control your emotion. That's very important. So this will be your homework for the next class. And in order to do well in the writing test, remember you need to be careful. These are the guidelines. Word limit 250 and 150. 150 for task 1 and 250 for task 2. 1 hour. And based on both the tasks, you will get band score. Not that you have done well here, you haven't done well here, your band score will not be up. Your band score will be up equally when you have done equally well in both the writings. It's very important. Don't think that you've done very well. It's a very easy topic. And in the first class, I have guided you. You see, I have given you a kind of chart of salary and the expenditure. You remember? Please share it typed in the WhatsApp group. Type it and share it in the group, WhatsApp group. That will be very helpful for us. And also writing task 1 and 2, both together. Right? In the WhatsApp group only. Share it. This will help your writing skill. Whenever you get free time, just type it. Right? And just complete this task. I'll write it down in your script, show it to me in the next class. I'll guide you. Driving a bike in the highways needs total control of mind. That's the statement actually. Original statement. Do you agree or disagree? Why? You have to give logic. Explain it logically if you disagree. Disagreeing is good, remember. Disagreeing with the statement is good. If you can prove that the statement is wrong, you have to bring some data, information from some daily star reports, these are newspaper reports, some organization source reports. Yeah, sure. That's it from